incorsio adversari, omne fantasma, omnis legio. Wow!
Hello common people, this is Kumunga Reviews, and this Halloween your personal haunter is still your lovely host Pepsi. This year's Halloween is going to get weird, and I mean it literally. This year I review at least 4 movies that are weird or obscure, mostly to me. This can be anything from the movies like Mad God we reviewed back in the day, or more modern ones, if we please. But I intend and will tell you why I find these movies weird or obscure, so we can all wonder and ponder together. This Halloween starts with Häxan, witchcraft throughout the ages. It's a 1920 Swedish-Danish silent horror essay film directed and written by Benjamin Christens. It contains a documentary-like elements where our director explains us a brief history of witchcraft. Every now and then movie changes from a history lesson to a story with actors and setting, consisting of the what is a witch, how witches were caught, how they were interrogated by the church inquisitors, how they pleaded, how they confessed, and how they were punished. This movie contains a high level of fever dream material. Many nightmarish creatures that strike a certain fear inside you, like you are watching something you shouldn't see. Indeed, these depictions of demons and Satan himself are jarring, far worse what that a mortal mind can take. I was really impressed of how good the costumes looked, and especially how the Satan himself looked, all freaky with tongue wiggling like a worm, horns and skin darkened like a coal. He was accompanied with these creatures with animalistic features, and then again, they looked like not any animal that I've ever seen or heard about. Of course, this movie was banned when it came out, during these, or because of these horrific images it showed. It showed cruel acts of the church, and they were pictured well. How these innocent women were accused and dragged away, tortured, to get a confession, and then burned at the stake. If witches' trial did not take them. Most of the acts were full of old women, so you are going to see a lot of sadistic shit done to an old ladies, so beware. Victims were found in homes, in monasteries, or on the streets, so we were mostly talking about middle-aged women or older. Movie showed its age, of course. It talked about Middle Ages as backwards, where people did things they didn't understand, and of course, this was the case. But they then talked about how they now had unraveled reason for these supposedly supernaturalistic things, like possessions from devil, bewitching people or casting spells. And the reason was that a good old hysteria. You remember when they talked about it in school, how most of the women's problems were crammed under one umbrella term, and that was it. It was kinda interesting to watch how they talked about their 1920s like it was a modern golden age of civilized people, as I am here in the ripe year of 2025 and I don't think highly about modern times either. The core story of this film was that one of the old ladies, Sohn, is accused of being a witch. Then she is tortured to get a confession, so she confesses but gives away other women too in order to stop the pain. Then those women are taken in and tortured, and they give out another so-called witches. Soon in the courses of years, over 8 million women, men and children are killed during witch hunts. These numbers may be fictional or not, I don't really know. Most of the movie is more fictional than true story, but I wouldn't be surprised for any number. If I would like to summarize this movie, it would be like a horrific dream. All this nightmarish creature, Satan, old women sitting in their homes doing stuff when suddenly churchmen burst in and take them and then torture them, accuse them. The church own well-being fat old men are there and they just point their fingers and say that you are the witch, and confess. And when they look at the women who suffer in the hands of a torturer, they just laugh or yell angrily that they should confess that they are the witch, and after that they are just killed, executed in the ways of many. But this was my review about Häxan, a witch-infested fever dream to start our Halloween. You got this review from Common Guy Reviews, and speaking to you is your lovely host Pepsi, and I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.